Good evening, everyone. Oh my gosh, we've been waiting all day to see you all. This is so exciting. We are Cindy and Jen's Brynteson. We are coming to you tonight from St. Augustine, Florida, and we couldn't be more delighted to be with you tonight. I know some of you, you've been invited by someone who cares about you and loves you and wants to share with you exactly what they have learned about this patch, but maybe they're new too, and they're not exactly sure how to describe it to you. So they have invited you so that we could help in that tonight. So we're going to be talking about the star of the show, and that is this little X39 patch. And we are so glad that you're here. I know that so many times in life, we're like going down a path, and then all of a sudden, something pops up, and you're like, okay, is this for me? I think it could be. So we're really excited that we get to share with you tonight not only what we've learned in the last 3.5 years, but being a healthcare professional for 50 years, I have never seen what we're seeing in this patch today. It is absolutely amazing. And we are just so grateful for the community that has been built here and all of the wonderful things that we have seen, the testimonies, which we're going to be sharing some of ours tonight. So buckle up. We're going to use some slides to get us started and to help you have a little idea of what it is that we're talking about so you can read along. The bottom line is, if we can do it, you can do it because it's so simple. We're all just reading along together. So as we jump through the slides, the question we always ask is, have you been patched yet? You see, I have it here on my wrist. You can wear it anywhere you want. But the wonderful thing is that this amazing X39 patch will elevate, activate, and regenerate. I call it, it gives you a kick start, which is amazing.
All right, David Smith, he's the CEO and the inventor of X39. He has over 200 patents. He's a scientist and inventor, and he specializes in age reversing. And in 2008, he focuses his attention on stem cell research. And it took him 10 years and $4.5 million to accomplish this. So, and,
What is exciting is this product we're going to talk to you tonight about is patented.
yes.
It's patented. You know what that means? It means no one else has what we have. We are not a Me Too product. In other words, no one can say to you, oh, I've already tried something like that. No, nothing else like this exists. We're here to tell you when we were looking at this and we got into looking at the information of this patent, we were blown away. This is what sets this product apart. So the patent is actually elevating your copper peptide. It says GHK, copper peptide. And what's so amazing about that is that as it is elevated, it naturally reboots your body. We're in our 70s. I'll be 72 in a month or two. And so one of the things that we've been looking for is a reboot. Let me tell you, a reboot is a great thing. But younger people today are also wanting to know, how can I maintain what I've got going on in my body without that fast aging that I'm starting to see my friends do? So there's a little curve here.
Yeah.
As that copper GHK peptide is re-elevated, it naturally kickstarts your stem cells and your peptides and even age reversal. So there's so much to this patent.
All right. Why X39? Well, there's a lot of reasons. Stem cells are key in your body. They're in almost every organ. And they at 30, only about half of your stem cells are still working. At 60, it's probably less than 10%. So just imagine what that can do for your health if you can
That's right.
basically reboot your body and activate these stem cells again, like you were when you were younger. And you know, and to me, this is the easiest thing to wear. I mean, there's nothing, it can't be any easier. You just put it on for 12 hours. It gives your body a chance to elevates and regenerates your body, and remove it for 12 and gives it a chance to rest. And you can see on the case studies, wear them at the base of the neck or at the belly button, but literally you can wear them anywhere. I always say if it hurts, just stick it there. And the only other thing you really have to do is stay well hydrated, you know, which you should be doing anyway.
Yes, that's
So
right. So how does X39 work? Well, I'm so glad you asked. So this little patch is a proprietary form of phototherapy. Simply, we are peeling the back off of this sticker, placing it anywhere on our bodies, as John's mentioned, and it is going to help to reflect our own infrared light back into the tissue. It's really a form of frequency, energy, light. You understand all those terms probably because they're one of the things people talk about today. And this is how this patch is working. It is a patented nanocrystal technology. In other words, what's inside this patch is a patented technology, and it has no drugs, no chemicals, no stimulants. As I said, it reflects light to activate or stimulate your body to repair itself, non-transdermal. In my 50-year career, I have never seen a non-transdermal patch. That means this little sticker puts nothing in your body, and yet it is so powerful because it's stimulating your own body to do what God created it to do. And it's non-invasive because it's putting nothing in your body. I actually love to call this my miracle patch.
it is. Well, benefits of X39. Well, there are many. I mean, the first one up there is optimum health and wellness. Well, everybody wants that. I mean, improved exercise performance, improvements in strength, improvements in stamina, healthy energy flow. There's, like Cindy said, there's no drugs or stimulants in it. And to me, this is just a peripheral list. Or this list goes on and on and on.
Very peripheral.
And you know, the long-term results, well, yeah, there's where it gets even more incredible. The first few weeks, 4,000 genes begin to reset, and that's about a quarter of the genes in your body. As you age, you have genes that turn on that you wish would stay off, and genes that turn off that you wish would stay on. So this here is literally resetting genes. Your brain becomes balanced. I mean, we hear testimonies of that every day, brain fog going away and all that. Collagen increases. You know, collagen is in almost every organ of your body, not just your skin. And this is the best collagen on the planet because it's yours. Your body is creating its own collagen. It's not some pill or cream or whatever. So it's the best there is. And your heart reverses in age. There's case studies on that. And so it's not anti-aging. It's actually age reversing,
which is amazing.
Which is amazing. Yes.
Yeah. So we want to stop for just a minute. I'm going to stop the slide so we can share a little bit about our testimony. And what I want you to hear is that this is our story. So we're not making any claims about this patch is going to heal, treat, or cure you. Simply said, as we said earlier, this patch is actually stimulating your body naturally with your own light. And so the technology is it is just amazing. And so you all heard a few weeks ago that I've been going through a little bit of a journey. And as you know, every now and then things pop up in our life we don't expect, right? Well, I had something pop up. And in the last few weeks, we've come to realize that this little health thing was actually connected to my dental work. And it was dental work that had been done a long time ago. So I ended up making a decision to have a couple of teeth extracted that I had previously had root canals. Now, again, this is my story. So what ended up happening was I had the teeth extracted and I had some crowns replaced. And some of those crowns were sitting next to a tooth that was extracted. So I was able to, instead of going through an implant, the dentist that we were using, a holistic biological dentist, he said, we'll just do the crown with a bridge attached to it. You'll come back in a few weeks and I'll put that in position. And I said, that's wonderful. So we actually went back to the dentist last week. He put everything in before he permanently glued it in. He said, oh my word. He said, I am just blown away here because they don't fit. The bridge that goes over your gum where the tooth was extracted is actually not where I anticipated it would be. What he went on to explain was that he created with, they scanned the mouth and all, he created it according to what a 72-year-old would look like at that number of weeks that I was returning. But when he placed it, he said, this is crazy. You have healed like you are 19 to 21 years old. I'm like, all right already. So immediately I said to him, well, have you seen this little patch on me? Yes. Have you ever seen it before? No. Let me tell you, this is my all-natural stem cell reactivation patch. He said, can you get me information immediately on this? All of my patients need this. I'm blown away. You look like you've had stem cell injections. No, sir, I have not. There are no stem cells in this patch. This patch is just stimulating and rebooting my own body to do what it's able to do. So that was my latest and greatest testimony.
Yeah.
Going back to the beginning, what were some of the things you saw?
Well, actually, I had had a dental testimony also. I was supposed to get gum graft surgery, and um, I went in there I've been on the patch for like 3 weeks. I went in there for pre-op, and they did all their measurements. And the girl says, "What's going on?" And I said, "With what?" She says, "Your numbers, they've all improved." She said, "There's nothing to do with oral hygiene. What are you doing?" And I said, "I don't know. I'm wearing this patch. Maybe it's doing something." And went back. She says, let's postpone this for a few weeks and come back." And I went back in a couple of weeks, and the numbers were even better. So that got canceled. The dermatologist, I pretty much don't see her anymore. I was seeing her every 6 months, and she was cutting and burning and all the stuff they do. And she can't find nothing. She can't find anything to do anymore, put just bluntly. And
Let's talk about the simple things that everybody's praying for, like improved sleep.
yeah,
I experienced improved sleep immediately, but some people go 5, 6, 7 weeks before they see something or anything. And that's because David Schmidt, the creator of our patch, X39, he says that you should wear it 1 month per decade of your age to actually begin to see the transformation of what's happening. You had more energy.
yeah, more energy for sure. Yeah. Everything's pretty much improved, and
Our skin has transformed.
yep, skin.
Yeah.
What else? I don't know. There's more
Well, there's
things.
so much. But the bottom line is, if we can experience these things, think what you can experience. Because right now, the most important thing is that you get an opportunity to go through what we are experiencing and know that we're not making any claims. This is just our personal story. We've been wearing this patch. It'll be 4 months, the first part of July.
4 years.
I mean, 4 years, sorry. All right. So this is very exciting. At the end of 2025, LifeWave won the 2025 Biotech Breakthrough Award for Stem Cell Innovation of the Year. Now, this is huge because we went against thousands of nominations from over 15 different countries. So when we're saying that this product stands alone, it stands alone. And the credit for the company's growth, as Jens is going to talk about in a few minutes, went to This Is It team, which is led by my sister and brother-in-law, Steve and Gina Merritt. So they also have created This Is It team, and we have an info site. So if you're someone, like I was, that needs to do a deep dive, I would say to you, I already did it for you. Forget it. Just jump on board because you need what this product, this technology will offer you. But if you want to look for more, go to thisitsitinfo.com and just watch the first few videos, and you're going to have the summary of everything that this technology offers and about David Schmidt, who he is, amazing man. We're so honored to be a part of,
Yeah.
of representing this technology that he created and, began over 21 years ago when he actually worked with the Navy SEALs and created his first patch for them to energize them, help them sleep, help them stay awake using their own light.
All right. LifeWave is like you said, Cindy says, it's 21 years old, and they were going along doing around 20 million a year for several years there, and then the X39 came out in, I believe, 2020, I think it was 19. And anyway, the point I want to make is our team, this is the team, got involved in 2022, and you can just see the numbers where they went to just in a short time. We're over. Last year we closed out at over 650 million. We're pushing for that $1 billion mark this year. So that this is this company's not a startup. It's got roots. It's been around, and so it's not going anywhere. And it's already went through all the hard knocks and all that. So now it's just in an upward momentum, which is phenomenal.
Why it's important that we're sharing with you about the maturity of the company and how solid this company and the founder are and the teamwork is because the company makes the technology and gives us an opportunity. And so the teamwork gets to represent it for the company. And what is so beautiful is that David Schmidt not only has a heart to help as many families and people as he can to get optimal health and wellness naturally, but also he wants to give us the opportunity to be his voice and to earn back so that we can either pay for our product or maybe have the extra to pay for the abundant, exuberant price of groceries today, make our car payments, or whatever it might be that is your heart's desire. So it's a wonderful thing to be able to share with our friends and take time to enjoy what can come from that.
Mm-hmm. So the question is what's important in your life? I mean, this company can provide a lot of things. I mean, if you just want to use the patch, you don't have to go any further than that. It's going to give it's going to give you better health. That's just a given. And but if you want to take advantage of the opportunity, it can give you family time, security, less debt, travel. I mean, travel. My goodness, we've been on. How many trips we've been on?
I've lost count.
7, 8 trips. I mean,
I think it's more than that.
We've been to Europe, Mexico a few times, and we've been all over the place. And those trips are a blast when the whole team goes with you.
But what's important too about that is a lot of us want to travel, but maybe we don't have the funds to do, the extreme travels that we dream of. Well, this company not only blesses us with incentives that we have the opportunity to earn a trip, but also we get to do it on their dollar.
Yeah.
So that's what makes this even more fun. And we're doing it with all of the people that we get to bring with us. We get to help each other earn the trip and together.
I was going to say, these trips are totally free and they're first class all the way.
That's right.
All right.
Go ahead.
Lifeway, there's what do you call it? There's 9 ways to earn money, let's put it that way. There's no structure requirements anymore. And the unilevel bonus, you can make up to $20,000 for every level. And the binary bonus
per person that you bring in.
Per person, yeah. I mean, yeah.
You're just sharing with them, like you went to Costco and you did a membership there so you could buy wholesale. You're just enrolling here to get your product at wholesale. And if you want to tell others, which we found was a no-brainer pretty quickly, you have an opportunity to earn back on not just the person you share with, We call that sponsor or enroll to get for wholesale. But the people they bring and they bring, which we're going to talk about.
Right. Or 25,000 weekly and the binary bonus. I mean, these numbers are incredible. There are people that have done this, several of them actually.
Again,
Yeah.
we're not making any
No,
claims
no.
because it's all up to what do we want out of it and what kind of effort do we want to put forth. We got so excited, it was like it wasn't an effort. We just couldn't wait to bless as many people as we could and bring them with us. So it's kind of like it was all history.
Yeah. I mean, it's up on the screen there. You can see at each level the amount of money you can make, and it's just, it just keeps right on going. You pretty much just get started by really just placing two friends right, two friends left. And, that's easy to start. That's grandma, that's uncles, aunts, brothers, sisters, moms, dads, whatever. And so,
Well, and you're going to hear in a little bit how the company has such a passion and a heart for you. Whether you enrolled yet or not, or you're already here in your building, they have a passion to bless you. And so they're constantly finding ways to give more, do more. And you're going to hear more about that as we switch gears here at the end and our special guest shares more with you. So what we like to do in the business launch of as you get enrolled is who do you know? I mean, we all know so many people. We could just take our cell phone, but we've got family, we've got friends, we've got coworkers, maybe we've got neighbors. But if in the first 48 hours you set a goal to go 1-star manager, that's what Jens was describing when he said you just share with one friend left and one friend right. Well, if they come in on an advanced or above package, which you'll learn about that in a minute, with a subscription, you can earn an extra $25 per week for 8 weeks. Well, currently, and it's actually 9 weeks, but currently we have an extra incentive which allows that bonus to be doubled. And we have 8 weeks remaining of it. So if you're looking tonight for the first time, we're just going to tell you, do what we did. We just secured our position. We got our product coming and we immediately told our friends and family, we did not judge for them. We let them make their own decision. And that was the wisest thing we could have done. Then before the week ends, you want to set a goal to go 2-star manager, which means you're just simply having a total of 2 people on the left and 2 people on the right, because we're building a left and a right leg. It's called a binary, and you will have an opportunity to earn $50 extra a week for 9 weeks. But currently it's doubled to $100. So you can't beat that. Where are you? Is anybody have a job that they're calling and saying, we want to give you extra money for the next 8 or 9 weeks because you did the same thing you did last week, but we want to give you a little more money this week just out of the generosity of our heart.
I mean, right there you can earn $1,200, and that doesn't even include the product introduction bonuses and all that, which add several hundred more dollars to that.
And this is the simple part of it. This is a team with Gina and Steve Merritt as our leaders. They have set up a duplication system. So what we do is what you do and what we help others do. We all do the same thing. We all work together. We want as many people blessed as we can possibly touch. So how do you get your product? I'm so glad you asked that question too. So there are 4 packages. I'm going to break them down, but I want you to know that the person who invited you to watch this, be with us tonight or watch the recording, they're going to either share this enrollment form with you or take your information and get you enrolled in the system, or maybe they've given you a link. But the most important thing you can do out of everything we said tonight, this has a 30-day money back guarantee. So what you want to do is get your product coming and get your position secured, because in that binary, you have an opportunity to earn from other people who come after you as you are active. So the packages are Core, Advanced, Advanced Plus, and Premium. I'm going to start with Premium because it's the best priced package. It's a bigger package, but we said to our sponsors, Steve and Gina Merritt, we'll take what you got. That's what Jens did. because he's a businessman and he knew Steve would make a good decision. Steve says, we got the premium. Well, then we'll take the premium. I said, what's the premium? He said, I don't know. It was the best deal. It was the best deal. So I'm telling you tonight, it's the best price. And a monthly subscription order doesn't start for 90 days. It has so many benefits. When we've had businesses over the last 53 years together, having a little inventory is very important. Well, in this situation, as we sponsored and enrolled the people that we shared with, they're like, age reversal, sign me up. Sleep better, sign me up. A little extra income on the side, sign me up. Well, this gave us the opportunity to have extra inventory so we could loan out a sleeve. A sleeve has 30 patches inside this envelope called a sleeve. That will cover one person for 30 days. So you want to have extra that you can loan your people out because they're so excited. They want to start right now. And they can give your sleeve back to you once theirs comes in. Advanced Plus is 11 sleeves. You can see the pricing of $975. Advanced is 6 sleeves for $535. And Core is 3 sleeves for $295. The most important thing you can do here is choose the package that fits your budget. You can always upgrade. There's not a bad package. There's just a good, a better, and a best. And so whatever you can do tonight, you do. And then if you didn't come in on premium, you can upgrade as the months come and you're ready to do so. Also, you want to get on subscription. One sleeve a month is going to cover one person in the house, and that's going to allow you to earn 4 ways. We were kind of sharp. We said we want 2 sleeve subscription, which on the premium starts in 90 days, but the other packages starts in 30 days. We want to earn all 9 ways, and we want to have enough product for both of us. So you want to give consideration to what fits your budget the best. And we've got some disclaimers. First, I want to mention that LifeWave and myself and my husband, we don't make any claims, and LifeWave and our teamwork do not either. They're simply saying that this is intended for general wellness and to maintain or encourage a general state of health or a healthy activity. So everybody's story is a little different, and we don't even know what your body's going to do first, right? We did 2 different things.
No idea.
Then there's another disclaimer.
Yeah, there's also a disclaimer on the income. I mean, we don't make any claims there. I mean, success or failure is really up to you, what your work ethic is and your skills and
What you want out of it.
what you want out of it.
Yeah, you could treat it like it's your very own franchise, but you didn't pay all this exorbitant money up front, but you're going to run to earn the income and get the training and do what possibly a successful franchise has done without having to give back constantly to the franchise.
I can say too, I mean, if you treat it like a real business, it will probably treat you very well.
Yes.
It's just I mean, the opportunities there is totally up to you.
That's right. So here is the 2024 U.S. earnings disclosure. Again, it's just saying the same things we've just finished saying. It's what do you want out of this opportunity? And you can do it, you can put as much or as little into it as you want. But again, I want to say that the most important thing is to fill out that enrollment form. Get your product coming, 30-day money back guarantee. It's a no-brainer. And what if you're the one that sleeps better or gets more energy? Our teamwork has weekly events. You can see they take place almost every day of the week. They actually are every day, but Sunday.
Yeah, just take a picture of that and you'll know when they are.
That's right. So you can see that you can get on later tonight at 8 o'clock.
Yep.
And you can actually take a screenshot, like Jen said, of the Zoom that's coming on. And you can see Matt and Kim Curtis. They'll be coming on at 8 p.m. They're wild and wonderful. You're going to love them. We're all becoming like family. So you will be a part of our community and our family. We can't wait to meet you. So our team also does a convention. And we have it coming up in August in Orlando, Florida. If you've been looking for an excuse to come to Orlando, this is it. It's August 7th through 9th. What I want to say about this is that you can sign up at thisisitconvention.com. You can talk to the person who invited you tonight or to us and to get more information. But what's important about this is when we go and we hear from the top ranks in our teamwork, it's amazing what we come home with and the fire that literally flows through us and through our team. Leading up into that convention, Unstoppable, is business building seminars. So if you happen to be in Dallas or Houston or Irvine, California, there is more going to be announced, but you can actually go to thisisitteam.com/events, and you can actually jump into one of these meetings if you're located near them. So now we're so excited because we are introducing a guest, and I need to find him on the Zoom and make sure that he is.
There he is.
Yeah. And so Steve Merritt is my brother-in-law. He and Gina, my sister, are #1 in LifeWave. They are the creators of This Is It Team, and Capital Times Magazine has them on the cover this month. Well, I'm just going to tell you, this is a pretty amazing thing that we get to have them join us tonight. It was a last minute thing, but we're so excited. And so we are going to turn it over to Steve. And I don't know if Gina's with him, but he's going to share with you some things that are going to be very important to you if you end up deciding to share with your friends. Steve, are you here?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, we see you.
Yeah.
We hear
All
you.
right, I'm so excited to be on with you guys tonight. You guys look amazing.
Thank you. You
I
do.
might look a little groggy because I just flew in from Munich, Germany. It was cold and rainy there, but we had a beautiful time there, and we were on the presidential. So if you're brand new, I'm just giving you little fun things that you get to travel. The company, when you hit certain ranks, they fly you around. They have 2 incentive trips for the newest people. They just launched one. Maybe Cindy's talk about it now, but they have one happening to go to Anaheim. And then they have for the higher ranks, they send you to different trips all over. And we were in Italy for like 10 days. And it was amazing with David Schmidt giving us all kinds of insight and information. So I'm just kind of letting you know. I love it because I get to build it with my wife. Like Cindy and Jens are building it there together. Now, what's interesting is that all you singles, you're going to have a blast doing this as well because there's all kinds of singles in the business. And we attract go-getter people that do something in their life, that want to make something happen. Again, I'm not talking about the business right now, but a lot of times it's more of the community, the what it offers. It's like we're not just traveling around going and doing business meetings. We're going and seeing our friends and helping them learn how to build this business and take it to the next level. And some of the people that we're traveling with, they're already, some of them are at our rank. So that's what's fun, that we're all working together. So I want you to understand that. And we're having a complete blast. We feel like we just started. We did start 4 years ago, but we're like launching everywhere. I wanted to tell you that I spoke with a huge accountant at the poolside in Florence. I think it was the nicest that I could ever imagine, the nicest hotel that Lifeway put us up in Florence, Italy. And he is all excited about the opportunity. Gina spoke with a couple because we were supposed to go on a shuttle, and we named to go to the shuttle to go downtown, but other people stormed the shuttle and we didn't get on, so they were getting us a taxi. And there were 2 couples standing. There was a couple standing there on the stairs. And Gina said, and again, this is how we talk to people. It's not like you have to shake their hand and say LifeWave or X39. She just said, hey, are you guys going downtown? Why don't you ride on our shuttle? Then you don't have to wait for another one. We have one coming. Okay, great. So we started talking. Of course, they right away said, what are you doing here? I said, hey, glad you asked. We're working with this technology. We earned a trip here. They said, oh, we have a condo here. We're going to get dropped off there. We said, great. And they said, how does the technology work? We told them, reactivate your stem cells. You know they're going dormant. She happens to be a dentist. He's a doctor. I never went to school. And they're listening to me and asking me questions. She said, "Oh, I've got this neck that's like this because I look in people's mouths for 20 some 30 years." And she said, "Almost all my dentist friends have this problem." And by the time we got to their spot, which is like 15 minutes, 10 minutes away, they were all excited. They came over the next day to sign up and to get patched. So, I mean, that's what we do. They're from California, by the way, Southern California. They're like 10 minutes from the Irvine meeting, and they're meeting us at the Irvine meeting. So this is just, what we're doing. After our event on Saturday, we sat next to a couple at a dinner. Just we tried to get away. There were people all over the restaurant, but there were two seats at this dinner, at this table at the restaurant, and at the hotel where the event was, where we had 1,500 people, the largest LifeWave European event ever in the history of LifeWave. That's a sign that something big is about to happen. And Gina wanted me to tell you, well, she told me to tell somebody else today, so I'm going to tell you. Because how we started the conversation was she said to the lady next to her, "Hey, those are cute shoes. I wonder what, you know what brand they are." And now, Jens, don't you do this type of contacting.
No.
But, or Paul, it's not really our, we don't ask, guys don't ask each other what brand shoe you got on. But anyways, we started talking. He's a plastic surgeon. What are you here for? We're launching this technology. I show him the back of my neck. It reactivates your stem cells. Next thing you know, he's all fired up, wants to put it in his practice. So anyways, I'm just letting you know that we're not, now some get in, some don't. I don't know. But if you just keep it fun and simple, people are open and they're looking. And this is a plastic surgeon, a doctor, a dentist, and an accountant. So they're people. And then a lot of the other people that are with us started talking to the accountant by the pool later in the week, and they all came to me and said, "Yeah, I know that you noticed that you already talked to him," or "He already said, Steve already talked to me." But so that the great thing is we're teaching you, when you become in this business, you just do the same thing that you're teaching the people, and then you're not practicing on Michelle's people or Linda's people. You're doing it, and then when you're talking to someone's friends, you've already been practicing. So if you keep it simple, keep it exciting, fun, it's a blast. Now I want to just go over a couple things real quick. I'm on the LifeWave compensation task force, is what they call it. I put it together, and we just made some incredible, unique tweaks. David Schmidt wanted to put it together. This tells you the kind of owner we have. I'm blown away by it. He's not done yet, but he said, "Hey, these are things I can do really quick right now to help everybody in today's economy generate some more income in our compensation plan." Kind of like your boss is doing at work, always giving you more money. So I'm blown away by this gentleman. When you get to know him, I hope you come to our convention at Unstoppable in Orlando, because he's going to be there and he can't wait to meet you. And he's not only an incredible, I've never met somebody that has 200 patents. So he's got that. And then, so he's a very informative gentleman, 200 patents. Sorry, I got the Munich slideshow up here because that's where I was doing this, but I'll move down. Again, we're talking about duplication. That's what Cindy and Jens have been saying tonight. We want you to duplicate fast. We got the best owner I've ever seen in this industry, making changes, doing what's got to be done to bless the people. I'm blown away by him. And like I said, he invented this technology, the X39, which is the best technology I've ever seen. I mean, within one day after she got patched, the dentist said she feels 50% better. So thought that was pretty amazing. And she said almost all her dentist friends have the same neck issue. So Jens, if you know any dentists, if that's what the career they're thinking about going into one, you're going to have a crick in your neck, I guess, is what she's saying. Now, I'm not picking on her because I picked pro water skiing and I had the same neck issues, or worse probably. So, but it worked on me. Now, what I wanted to go over with was a little bit of these compensation plan updates so you can have, and I've got this for Cindy and Jens, and they can pass it on. We'll put it on this as a team to download, but this is kind of like first mover advantage on the slide. Let me just click this up so you can see. What they've done is they want to help the newest people when they get in. So that's you, if you're on here, generate income quicker, and move through the ranks faster. So the lower ranks, 1-star manager and 2-star manager stay the same. 3-star manager, they've eliminated the leg requirement. So you just need volume, and Linda can be on any side of each leg to do this. I got a diagram to show this as well. This is the corporate notes, and they can be a little confusing, but I just figure I'd start with them because they're on the top of this presentation. All the next ranks, if you're new, you don't understand all this, but if you're the person that puts you on here is more than qualified and they can help get you up to speed, that this is a lot more fun and simpler. Normally you need 3 legs to build for the 1-star director. Now they've made it down to 1. You still have to have 500 points on your opposite side. Normally you need 2 legs as a 2-star director, but now they're only going to say you need 1. So they're making the first one, a third the work. The next one, less than what you had to do. And then the 3-star director, still only 1 leg, the same volume requirements that we got, but they're very, not real high, the volume requirements to move through. But you'll see how this can help people move through the ranks much faster. So, okay, they reduced it from, it was 100 for the 1-star director, but now they reduced it to 50 points on your binary side, so it doesn't even have to match. And the other legs are from 2 to 1. I also want to tell you that from every rank, from director all the way up to presidential ranks, you can now count your biggest organization 65% of the leg, which is very exciting because it was 50. So let's say I sponsor Cindy and Jen's, and then I have 2 other legs. They might not be as big. I can credit over up to 65% of their leg to hit the new ranks. Some of you might not understand this. Don't worry. Point is we're going to help you, get you up to speed. But the good thing is that we do understand it, so we'll help you. I even drew this out. This is in corporate. Maybe it's a little bit easier to understand. This is it. Comp plan strategy, the way we strategize with what we've had. Christian Dorner was he's actually a brand new president for Europe, and they invited him to come on the Italian trip. And when he introduced me at the European event, he said he was blown away by how many leaders and how many people at the highest rank that Steve and Gina have on their team, and how sharp and how they know exactly what's going on. They're not floundering, wondering at all where they're at. They know what's happening. He was blown away by this before he introduced us. So we're going to help all of you understand just as much. It's not complicated. I didn't go to school. Is that pretty interesting? At least if I can figure this out, it'd be embarrassing if you went to school and you couldn't figure it out. So we will get you up to speed. And again, I went to school. I just negotiated my way out. So I got my diploma, and then I went skiing for the rest of my life, pretty much. So now that's where I met Cindy's sister, Gina, and we've been having a blast. We celebrated our 40th. We're still coming up with an exact date, but for the entire year, I thought it was pretty good. We're celebrating 40 years of being married. I thought it was worth it for Gina. I mean, she really needs to have celebrated, be put up with me for 40 years. But I surprised her with a heart ring because she's been my heartthrob for 40 years. So maybe you'll see it on her finger. She hasn't been taking it off, but it's pretty impressive. Anyways, now I want you to, again, that's a good sign. You want to be sticking with people that are stick together people, or they're committed to whatever they do. So this is Cindy and Jen, Gina, myself, and David Schmidt has been committed to this company for 21 years. And now it's having the biggest momentum just starting. It's like a 22-year startup. Watch this graph. This is the 3-star manager. You used to have 2,500 points and then a leg of 1,000. If you look, now you just need 2,500 points, and it could come from either side, anywhere. As long as you got 2,500 points, you get put into the binary. So I wanted to let you know, again, if you're brand new, this is a little complicated, but someone like Linda and Guy and Lynn, if they're on here, you're going to get excited because when you're on subscription, your points keep adding up. So 1-star, 2-star manager, you don't get paid in the binary cycle of 10% of your lesser leg, or in this case, when you're a 3-star manager, you get 8%. It was 5. David just raised it to 8. And and you're going to get, so as soon as you hit this rank, you get this cycle. So you might get paid, who knows what you get paid, depending on how many cycles were saved up, volume is saved up. So the point is that now you don't need that leg, so it's easier to get. Now, my computer just jumped to the next one. but this is the same rank. But if you noticed, here I had them equal on both sides, but they don't have to be. They can even be more lopsided than this. I'm just showing you two examples so you could see that the points can come from anywhere on 3-Star Manager. This is very exciting. You're in the binary, and the binary pays an incredible volumes, percentages as you're in it. Now let's go to the 1-Star Director that I told you about. Here you only need one leg of 1,000 points, and then you have to have 500 on the opposite side, but the volume can come from anywhere else in the business. So you need 5,000 points, which is you'll see that it accumulates quickly. But if you notice here, can you see my cursor right here?
Yeah.
Okay, you see it says 1,000. So here's my leg that I have 1,000 point leg on my right side. And then over here, I have a minimum of at least 500. And I'm qualified for 1-star. Cindy, before 5,000 points, you only could count 2,500 for the max legs. And now you could get calculated 3,200. So I do have some very fun people on my team that are good calculators and they're numbers people. My friend Scott Brennan is a financial planner. He's a presidential 2-star actually, and he helped me calculate. I said, can you come over here? I was sitting by the pool putting this together so we could all have everything, all the information for you as soon as possible. But that's how we got that. So going so you see there's two different options here. One's got points more on one side, one's on the other. Now let's just go to 2-Star Director real quick. And again, you'll be able to see this. I'm just letting you know that they've made it easier. This isn't more complicated. This is easier. Now you've got, instead of two legs at 2,000 points, you still need the 10,000 points total, but now instead of two, you only need one leg. So at 2,000. So if you look here, number one here is my 2,000 point leg. And then you need 2,000 on the opposite side and only 10,000 points. And you're looking at, now the most you can count on one of your legs is 6,500, but it was only 5,000 before. So they're making it funner for you to move through the ranks as you go. Now, if you notice here, I got 5,000 and 5,000. So they're very equal here, but here it's 2 and 20. So maybe we did that. I don't know why I did so many points, but either way, well, point is that as long as you got one leg at 2,000, so you see this is 5,000 and one at, and the binary balance, so this has 2,000 points on this side, you qualify. So you can have all kinds of points. It doesn't matter. I think I'm just showing you here that you can have a big leg over there. Now, let's do the 3-star. Here you see I've got it even. You need 20,000 points, 13,000 from your biggest leg you can add. None of my legs are that big here, but I need one leg at 3,000. So here is my leg at 3,000 right here. And then on the opposite side, I need 3,000 points at least, which you can see I've got. All these legs add up to way more than 3,000. And I need a 20,000 total. So here I've got 10 and 10. So, but it can be lopsided too. Let me see what I did on this one. It looks like I never finished it right. So I got a little bit of tweaking to do, but I can fix that. But here's an exact one. I wanted to get everyone a couple different examples, but the example number 2s don't seem to be adding up properly. But at least you can see the concept. The goal is to put 20 people right and 20 left. If you're brand new, the first thing is we're going to put 1 right, 1 left, and 2 right, 2 left, call you 1 and 2-star manager. Right now, they're paying people extra money to do that. So every time you put 1 right, 1 left, you're going to get paid double. 2 right, 2 left normally would be that person that you sponsor normally would get $450 for the next 9 weeks, but they're going to pay $900. You would normally get $225, but you're going to get $450 for those 9 weeks. Now, Cindy and Jens and everyone will explain it, but I never seen a business. I know Jens hasn't. Now, this is unlimited. When I was just first got started, I can't tell you how many people that I personally sponsored and helped them go 1 and 2-star manager. Cindy and Jens were one of them. We worked together at it. So this is incredible. We didn't have these kind of bonuses when we started, but David Schmidt keeps bringing things to the table, making it fun. Again, this launch bonus enhancement is all about um, making it easier to move through the ranks. And if you go to This Is It Team Facebook page, you'll see that even today, so many people, a bunch of people hit hit many different ranks. But I saw that my friend Shannon Weimer, she hit 2-star executive, which is only one away from the big ranks to go on these trips to the real wild trips. Like we went to Bora Bora, Switzerland. Now we're in Italy. Not now, but we were. But point is that their goal is to help you do this, and you'll see many people are moving through the ranks faster, all because of this enhancement, which is exciting. So we're going to be talking more about this on that road that Cindy was talking about, where we're going to be traveling. I don't have it. Oh, here. I don't have it here, but she had this slide up, and then at Unstoppable. So I encourage you to come meet David Schmidt there. I'm excited for every one of you. I will say this much. I want to stop my share. And again, I got this PowerPoint so we can get everybody the PowerPoint. But I thought it was pretty impressive, Michelle, that I drew that out for everybody. So everybody can have a good word picture on how it works. Real quickly, I mean, they just announced it. We've already got it. This is the first week, or last week was the first week that they had it. Now, I wanted to tell everyone that I'm really blessed to not only be partnered up with every single one of you, but to be have you as friends. So I encourage you that this is an amazing community of people that want to help everybody. If you want to go to the top, we want to wave the checkered flag and help you get there. If you just want to be part of the community, be patched, we're here for that. But I will say that you're in great hands with Cindy and Jens and all of their leaders, and with David Schmidt, who was with us in Munich. He actually was with us in Italy and Munich, and we had a fantastic time. And it's great to have people that are successful, but they're just real people that want to be part of your lives and help you. I hope that you understand that we're having this event in Orlando. Come to the Unstoppable event, because the people that do come have the confidence. I wanted to tell you that I was noticing this even in this presidential trip. And I'm glad that a lot of you are on here tonight, because I want to say something to you, even if you're brand new. Now, I didn't know you, so I can't really tell anything, but a lot of you I know. Okay. When I was walking around these trips, we went to Genoa, Italy first, right on the coast. Was this like retro hotel? It was like when you're in the 1950s or 60s. And they even had all these water ski pictures I was impressed with, because they used to do ski shows right out front. Pretty impressive. Um, and then we went to Florence, Italy. Um, they took us to Michelangelo's statues, his museum uh, with David, the sculpture of David that sat outside some big place, one of their places, wherever it was, because Michelangelo dropped it there, left it there 300 years, and then they got it inside. They said that normally when you go into this room, this museum, it takes 2 hours line, and then when you get in, it takes 1 hour to get to the David statue. I could walk right in and walk straight to the statue if I didn't have to listen to the ladies and the guys were explaining to us what all the other sculptures were and paintings. But I could have walked straight there without even one line. There was nobody around. I could have, taken as many videos and pictures as I want with nobody else in them. So this is the kind of experience. It's not just you going on a trip where you're like just a number and crammed into things. We had dinner at this beautiful villa overlooking all of Florence. It was incredible. So built in 1400s. It was built in the 1400s. So I wanted to tell you that here's what I wanted to say. That as I was looking at all these people, now not that this is a team, but most of the other presidentials, I was saying, my friends and my relatives are way more qualified than these people that I'm looking at. Seriously, I'm thinking of you. So I'm always thinking, like, my brain's always thinking, like, man, Michelle really deserves to be here. She is way sharper than these people. We just got to get the volume caught up to you. All right. So we just got to make it happen. Roll up our shirt sleeves. Don't look backward. Don't look so much about where exactly you're at, because when you sponsor a Steve and Gina or a Cindy and Jen's, and by the way, Cindy and Jen's lived in South Florida where I live a good part of their life. In fact, she grew up here. Jens knows a lot of people in South Florida. Okay. Let me tell you. Now, he's not going to try to admit it or pick or anything, but I'm not going to talk about Gina. But I am not, without a doubt, I mean, he has to agree to this, that I am not the sharpest guy in Boca Raton, Florida, or anywhere in South Florida. All right. So you can't say that I'm the only guy that can do this. Michelle, you're going to bump into somebody just like me that's going to go do this and make it happen. It's just, you're just waiting for that person to come on board. But if you stay positive and you smile, like some people get a pucker face when somebody says no, and they can't sponsor nobody with that kind of face. You just always are positive and you're meeting people, no matter if you're having a good day or a bad day, you do your best, usually when you're, but if you're smiling, people are attracted to you. And again, it wasn't that Gene and I knew all more about the X39 than many of these people that were there. They've been in the business of LifeWave a lot longer than us. But we, we know skills. Okay, let me tell you this, Michelle. Just because I can see your face on here, I'm talking to you, and Sherry, okay, and Linda. This wouldn't happen with our team, okay, because it wasn't our team. But Gina signed up for the shuttle to go for the shopping. The shuttle shows up. We're supposed to get on the shuttle. Probably was my fault that I'm walking a little slow, but the shuttle's like across the way. Well, everybody else jumped on the shuttle, even though their names weren't on the shuttle. So when we got there, of course, the checklist is there. Hey, guys, these Steve and Gina, you're on the shuttle. They're not on. We're going to get you guys a taxi because you're not supposed to be on this shuttle. Me and Gina, Cindy knows Gina was the one. Actually, it wasn't me, Jens. You know that. Gina's like, hey, we can go. We'll get the taxi. There are, of course, the people getting off the bus were all LifeWave people. Not this is it. Okay. But they're the ones that stormed the van without being on the checklist, if you know what I mean. Gina said, okay, go back on. We're going to get our own. We'll get the taxi. So we go back to the hotel area, the waiting area. And that's when we met the couple to ride the taxi with us. God's got a plan for you. You know what I mean? So, but you see, it really wasn't how much the people loved. Well, they loved us because of Gina, because she's the one that said, you should ride the taxi with us. You see what I mean? It's like these little things are way more powerful than, of course, now they want to know and listen to us because like these are good. They were like, come on and look at our villa. Come on and see our villa. We didn't go in because we were busy going shopping, but it was very interesting. When you start learning, it's not as much to know how much you know about the X39. We probably know least of anybody in the whole company, but we're positive. So, and we point to this is it info. We point to the information. I let the information do the work. So just to give you a heads up, I wanted to let you know that you guys are more qualified than some of these people. I'm not talking about my This Is It team because they are walking around with confidence. You could see in this 1,500 room stadium in Monique, you could tell about half of them are from This Is It team, and the confidence and the swagger is a whole different attitude than everyone else is looking around saying. It's kind of like there's three kinds of people. People that are like watching, making things happen. All right. There's people that are watching things happen. And then these other people, I saw them in the room. They're like wondering what's happening. They don't even know how we filled the room. So I'm confident that you being with Cindy and Jens, Paul and Linda, Guy and Lynn, and there's other leaders on here. Sherry, I know, and Jim are in here. We got great friends. You just plug in with us and decide you're the one now. You're going to make it happen, and we'll make it happen. Sorry I drug on a little bit. Get on the 8 o'clock Zoom. My first couple that I ever sponsored, Matt and Kim Curtis, they're fun. They're not, this is what you want. You want someone that understands what you do, and you also have a good time. It's not just about being so knowledgeable on the product or the compensation plan, but you do want to know some things, but then you can have, Lynn, I see you on there. You're running around. Okay, so Cindy and Jens, I'm going to take off. Get everybody on the link tonight. It's going to be Matt and Kim Curtis at 8 and 10 o'clock. So if your prospects can't come on at 8, they can come on at 10. I've done meetings with my friend Matt for a long time, and when you get the person in front of him, they're going to get on. So I hope you call the people. If I was you, I'd be calling everyone I ever called and say, you wouldn't believe what David Schmidt just did or what this owner of this company did if they don't know. Anyone you called that you've ever been in the business or have said no, you got to give them one more chance to say, you would not believe what I just found out from my friend Steve, what that David Schmidt just did. You just start saying, you got to see this, and then chat with them and tell them what's going on, that they're adding more plan. They just had the largest incentive trip they've ever had in the history of LifeWave in Hawaii. Okay. Now they just had the biggest European event. This company is just getting started. We're just getting the balls rolling, and it's going to be wild what's going to happen. So I pray that you really take advantage of what we got our hands on and stick with Cindy and Jens and make it happen. So look forward to seeing you guys somewhere at one of our next meetings. If you know anybody in Oklahoma City, we're going to be there on Wednesday. We're going to be in Dallas on Thursday. Send your people. Guests are free. Make sure you get with Cindy and Jens and let them know to get to us where they're going to be. I mean, who they are. Like, do a little message, like a three-way message, so that they can meet us, because we'll take care of your friends. That's what I love about a system. Jens, I was thinking about this when I was in Munich. When you have a system that everybody teaches the same thing, and we all have connections, you can put all of us to work, and you don't have to be there. This is what you could have done in Munich if you sent somebody there, and people did. So you can send your guests now to the Oklahoma City. It's going to be on Wednesday, or the Thursdays in Dallas, or Houston is going to be on Saturday. Houston's a training, but they still can come and learn. And if you connect them with me, I'll get them in. But the point is, it's mostly for people that are signed up. But at least Oklahoma City and Dallas. But even if you don't have someone at this one, we have like this kind of a network of meetings. Like the following week, we're going to be in California. Odds of you knowing someone in California is pretty good. They can come to that opportunity meeting on Friday night. And we're a system, so we can all help them and guide them and teach them the same way you would be teaching them. And that's what we do. Where can you leverage somewhere like this and build a business around the country and across the country and around the world? I thought that's pretty amazing. So I hope you take me up on it. I want to go to work for you. All right. Love you guys. Have a great night. See you, Cindy and Jens.
Love you, Steve.
Yeah, thank you, Steve. Thank you.
I just want y'all to know the blessings that are over what we have our hands on, that we've invited maybe some new ones on tonight to join us, are unbelievable. Starting with the company, the founder, the teamwork, the blessings are just, they're almost unheard of anywhere else, as far as a job or wherever you've been before. And I think the biggest thing is that is the number one guy, my brother-in-law, our brother-in-law, and he comes on in a t-shirt and just wants to share with you from the depth of his heart, because he cares. He wants everyone to be successful. So if you were brand new tonight and you aren't of that mindset yet, it's okay. Hang around with us. You will get excited, because we have never seen this kind of an opportunity anywhere else in our lives. And what you will get from the X39 patch is unmatchable anywhere else. So we just want to say thank you for joining us tonight. I did record the whole thing. I will post it. God bless each one of you. And we will be getting the slides from Steve, and we'll make sure that they are posted also. All right, y'all. Love you.
Love you guys.
Thank you so much for being with us tonight.